Hey everybody, welcome back to Going Ballistic. We made a briefcase rocket launcher. Hey guys, check this out. So today we're not doing research and destruction, we're doing research and development. And here's what I developed for you guys. So the last couple weeks, I've been working on this briefcase rocket launcher and I'm pretty excited to try it out. I haven't tried it out, so you guys are here to witness this whole thing with me. It's either gonna work, catch on fire, or just not work at all. So here's what I got for you guys. So I was watching Jay Laser video channel, and he had made, about 5 years ago, he made a really cool briefcase rocket launcher. So I think it was Kingsman 2 movie that he watched, and it had a briefcase rocket launcher in it. And he makes some really cool stuff. That guy is one cool inventor. So I thought, man, that's really cool. I've been getting into model rockets and 3D printing and all kinds of other stuff. And I thought, I've got to make one of those, but I got to make it better than his. So this is what I came up with, a briefcase that shoots multiple rockets. Now, I had to do and add a couple other things that he didn't in his, just because I just wanted to make the best briefcase rocket launcher I could. So on the outside features, it's pretty much just a briefcase. Yeah, you can see the two holes here, a couple vents in the back, but I also added a blast shield. So when the rockets are coming out, you know, I don't want to get all that stuff in my face. So I put this blast shield here, and down here I hand drew a reticle off an RPG-7. So pretty legit. The other things we got here is I got these cool buttons here. I got these buttons from DigiKey offline. Just called them up and said, hey, I'm looking for these kinds of switches. And they made it happen. So this one here is a power button. This one turns green when you turn it on to let you know the system's armed. These two are just momentary switches, and they'll flash red when you push the button down when they fire. Now let's take a look on the inside here. So the inside is pretty cool. Here's what I got here for you guys. Try to take a closer look here, but here's what I got in the inside. Pretty simple. I had to have a space to hold my rockets, or extra rockets. There's already two in the tube, but they're not hooked up. Those are the two we're going to test. They're a little different than these, just the fins, but pretty much the same thing, same length. So again, what I did was made it so I can hold a couple extra. I want to put a couple more over here so I can have 4 extra rockets and 2 in the chambers. See, one thing I don't know how to do is I don't know how to program like servos and stuff like that, like Jay Laser did in his video to open his little door. So I'm like, man, I got to find something that's going to work. So I was searching on the internet and I found these cool, I think they're German camera shutters. Now these things operate off of 12 volts. And the other cool thing is they have this awesome little micro switch in it. Now this little micro switch right here is what actually launches the rockets. What's cool about it is that if the doors don't open, the rocket will not launch. So there's actually a safety built into this thing. So the micro switches are hooked up straight to the battery and also to this cool little speaker wire board I put in here. I can hook multiple up if I want it, but I only need 2. And it just makes it much easier when you're pulling the igniter wires through. Instead of having to twist them to wires or anything, they just come straight here, fire it, pull them out, put a new one in and go. Another little feature I put in mine was this little storage case here. So this little storage case holds the igniters and also the rocket engines in it, keeps it nice and dry and safe. Other things I was thinking, so when I put this tube in, I didn't want to put it all the way through. So what I did is I came up with these little sleeves here. Now these little sleeves you can move back and forward, and what they do is they will go into these soffit vents. I found these 2-inch soffit vents at a hardware store and I thought, perfect. That way the smoke and flame and sparks and whatever doesn't go inside and stay inside the briefcase. It can actually exit and make it much safer so it doesn't catch on fire, because, well, there was a lot of work here and the last thing I want to do is burn it. So I have not tested this thing at all. I'm super excited to see if this thing will actually work. I got a target 100 yards down there. We got a little bit of a breeze, so I'm not sure what it's going to do to the rockets. And also I picked today because we got a couple inches of snow last night, and which, you know, if you're going to fire model rockets off in the forest, you better do it when there's a lot of moisture, because I don't want to cause a forest fire. So this is what we got for you guys. I'm going to get everything set up. I'm going to put a camera downrange shooting back this way to see if anything happens. Again, hopefully these things will launch out and it'll just be cool. Here we go. So here's a rocket design we came up with. Still has the same tip. Takes an A-size engine, but we redesigned the fins to where they're slanted because we want to see if it'll rifle and maybe be a more stable rocket. I don't know, but these are what we're trying. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Test number one. Let's see if it'll even make it out of the tube. Okay, it's armed and firing. And firing. It hit the ground right here. Boom! Okay, let's go check that out. Oh. All right, it didn't go far, only about, well, not very far. See, there's the rocket. The tip popped off. I don't have any parachutes in them, and I'm only right there. But it does look like we can still reuse this rocket, but we're gonna have to go back to the drawing board. I'm gonna try wiring up the blue and the gold one, and we'll see how that one works. Here we go. Okay, rocket test number 2. System is armed. Here we go. Ah! It didn't work. Oh man, it didn't even leave the tube. Smoking. Oh, that's pretty funny. That is funny. It's all smoky. It's a mystery. Well, the vents work good. Huh. I wonder if using these orange igniters on these smaller rocket engines, it's getting stuck in there, because now I can't even pull it out. Well, there's part of the rocket. Well, it did pop, so let's see. Nothing's on fire. Power's off. Oh, I messed up my shutter right here. Doesn't shut all the way. Good thing I got an extra one coming. I'm gonna get this perfected, but I don't even see the blue tip. So after it popped, it must have launched it. I'm gonna try to find it. All right, I'm not sure where the tip went on the high speed, if you want to call it. It's just the iPhone on slow-mo. I had it turned down when it finally popped, and there's too much snow, so it's buried somewhere. But Mama didn't raise no quitter. So I'm gonna try this black one again one more time on the top tube, because the other rocket body is stuck in this one and the shutter's messed up. But the top one worked. So hang tight, we're gonna get it all hooked up and give it a go. Okay, third time's a charm. Blast shield up. Okay, armed and fire. Ah! And fire. Well, it went a little farther, but it it just tumbled. Okay, too much power, not enough fins. Back to the drawing board. Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find the other tip. Now, actually that one did not go any farther than the last one. As soon as it took off, it just tumbled. I switched the high speed, again, it's just an iPhone on slow-mo, to the front. I wish I had it on the back again, but it looks like it's just coming out and it's just flipping. I don't know if it's a length problem or what. I'm gonna have to figure out center of balance with these things so we can make sure they go. I have a foot that I can play with in here with the tube and make this thing work. That stuff stinks. But we are onto something here. Now I got another shutter coming because that one got ruined by that, again, the blue tip. There's too much snow out here. I'm gonna have to wait till it melts to find it. That could be May by the time that happens. But if not, I'll just have to print up a couple more tips. So the whole system is working. The launch buttons, everything works. The safety switch with the doors. I'm just having a flight issue on the rockets. We are not done with this, folks. Also, I have several really cool projects we're working on. One of these involves a remote control suitcase 15 round rocket launcher. So that one's in the work. No sneak peeks on that. Another one we're messing around with is, if you guys saw that post of the RPG standing next to my end table there, well, we're working on those too. We have some printed up rounds and we're testing out different engines. And here was the failure of that one. It was actually quite funny. And it was the only round that got printed because my printer broke on me. But check this out. Here's that one. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Test one. Will it make it out of the RPG tube?
The anticipation.
Oh
no! I had a feeling it would go towards my car.
Hey! Okay, so we need more weight.
I knew it was going to go towards my car for some reason. That's why I parked further away. But no, it still went for it.
Dang, it broke this. Okay, well, that was the first and last test of the day because it just broke it.
That's still fun, though.
So, again, pretty funny. What I had found on that is one of the fins didn't open up. I put 3 fins on it and they spring open, and it actually, one of them stayed closed, so it wasn't stabilized. We got more we're building. Probably try that in the next week or so. So make sure you check back and see if we can get our RPGs to launch. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. It didn't work as well as I thought, but hey, research and development on this one. It didn't develop as much as we thought, but it does work. We just got to get our flight down. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you sticking around. We'll be back.